In this video, you're going to learn a pianist's best friend, which is chord inversions, and I'm going to use the song Let It Be by the Beatles. Welcome back to Butterfly Piano. I'm Ed, and this is Piano Improvising for Beginners. Inversions make your playing sound better and also make it easier to play the chords as well. All pianists with some experience naturally play inversions. Let's look at a C major chord. As you know, there are 3 notes in the chord, but that also means there are 3 different ways to play this chord. With C on the bottom, this is called root position. Because it's a C chord, the root is C, and it's on the bottom. So look what happens when you move the C up 1 octave higher, up to here. Okay? The E and the G, they stay the same. Now this is still a C chord, but now it's called first inversion. From root position to first inversion. Okay? And we do the same thing again. We take the bottom note and we move it up 1 octave higher to this E, and we move our fingering, and this is called second inversion. So you can see that there are 3 ways to play the C major triad. There's this called root position, and then first inversion, move the E up again to here, and that's called second inversion. Let's go through this again, but this time I'll talk about the fingering, which is 1, 3, 5. Okay, we move the C up to here. 1, 2, 5. Move the E up to here to second inversion, and it's 1, 3, 5, and then back up to root position again. Then we go down, the G goes down to here, 1, 3, 5, the E goes down to here, 1, 2, 5 for first inversion, and finally the C goes back to here, root position. So it's 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5, and 1, 3, 5. So the only one that's different for fingering is the first inversion with the finger 2. So the middle finger is 3, 2, 3, and 3. 3 again, and finger 2 in the middle, and finger 3. Over time, you'll naturally move from inversion to inversion without having to move your hands very far or even think about it. See how easy it is? It can be moving from inversion to inversion. So remember to click on the timestamps below if you'd like to watch this part again to learn more about these chord inversions. Okay, now I'm going to teach you about inversions using the song Let It Be by the Beatles. In this song Let It Be, there are mostly 4 chords in the verse. You have the C chord, the F chord, the G chord, and A minor. With the ending having a couple more chords we'll talk about later. So watch me play it first time. So we start with the C chord in root position, and then we move to G in first inversion with the G staying on the top. So it stays the same. This is called using a common note because the C chord has the G and the G chord has the G. So it's a common note between both chords. So the bottom note goes down from the C to the B and the E to the D. The general idea is to move as little as possible when you're playing the chords. Because in the past, you probably learned how to play chords like that. That has a lot more movement. But now you're learning how to play inversions. So the first step is to get comfortable moving from C to G, like this. So if you don't have to move a note, then don't move it. This is called using proper voice leading. Think of each note that you play like a singer singing that note. We want the singer of each note to move as little as possible. This will sound better and it's easier to play. So from the G chord in first inversion, all three notes go up to the A minor chord in first inversion, like this. From G up to A minor, G to A minor. So we start with the C chord, going to the G chord, and then all the notes move up. One key higher to the A minor chord, and then from the A minor chord, we're going to move that middle note up one key to the F. And that's an F major chord in second inversion. So from A minor, we're going up to the F chord, moving that middle note. So here are the first four chords. Play the C twice, G twice, move all three notes up, and then the middle note goes up to the finger 3. Watch it again. C, G, A minor, and F. So now play these chords over and over before moving forward. That's the first step. And the left hand just has to play the single notes with your thumb on C in the left hand. Remember, if your brain is hurting right now, that means you're doing it right. Your brain is making new connections. Quite honestly, it's going to take several months to get very comfortable moving from chord to chord, but it's worth it. Remember, anything in life worthwhile takes persistence, patience, and a positive attitude. Playing inversions is the most important thing you can learn about playing chords, so keep at it. Now let's look at the last two bars of what you're going to learn in this intro to Let It Be. So we start again with the C major chord in root position, going to the G in first inversion. But now the ending is a little different because we're going from the G chord to the F chord in second inversion, like this. Okay? So notice that I'm using finger 2 for the G chord, but then for finger 3 for the F chord. From the G chord, and this thumb goes up, and finger 3 goes to the F, and the pinky goes up to the A. So G chord to the F chord, G chord to the F chord, and now each note is going to go down like this. So this is the ending. Watch it again slowly. C major in root position, G major in first inversion, and then we're going to move our fingers up with the third finger on F, and these two on the C and the A. This is second inversion for the C for the F major chord, and then we go down like that. So the fingering stays the same for F, E minor, D minor, and C. One more time. So the left hand starts on the C, goes down to finger 4, finger 3, finger 5, back to your thumb. I would say use finger 2 here, and then finger 2. Or the ending could be finger 4, but then you got to switch to finger 2. I would say that's the best finger to use for the ending. Like that. One more time. I encourage you to get a metronome from a music store or download one online. A lot of beginner pianists need to improve their sense of timing and playing with a steady beat, and a metronome over time can help you with that. 3 and 4 and. One more time. C chord first root position, first inversion G, first inversion A minor, second inversion F, root position C, first inversion, and then watch the ending again. In this video, you learned a very important skill called chord inversions. Thank you so much for watching. If this has been helpful, click on the like and subscribe. Share this with your family and friends, and I'll see you in the next video.